Hey everyone, back with our last preview of the day. We will be back early next week, finishing off the races on Friday and a bit of a handicap preview. And we're going to go to the Stayers Hurdle. Probably a race that's had quite a lot of discussion this year because we've seen the top couple in the market take each other on a couple of times. And it looks like a hot little race this year. So we'll come to you first, Mark. What is your stance on the Stayers Hurdle right now?
It is a really good race, definitely. There's the two British horses, and I'd give Ronald Pamp and Sarah de Burley a chance. Obviously, if JP's Cash is down, Sarah de Burley is going to run better. Ronald Pamp's very underestimated. I don't think they thought he'd stay last season, and so they rode him a wee bit too far back. I think he's got a good chance, Ronald Pamp. Probably him and Sarah de Burley are the Irish. Obviously, the British two are the joint favourites. I am convinced that Time Hill should have won at Ascot. He should have been 2 out of 2 against Paisley Park. I don't want to slag jockeys off, so I won't. But I think if Time Hill was ridden by any other jockey, I'd be hammering him.
Don't want to slag him off, but if a conditional had been on, it would.
Well, I would back Time Hill if he had someone else on. I'd still back him with Johnson on, but I think he's the possible danger to it winning, to be honest.
Yeah. So you're £20 bet now.
Time Hill
To win.
But if he had a different jockey, I'd put 40 on.
Right, okay. But we're not gonna slag him off. So Andrew, we'll come to you, mate.
Yeah, I put up Time Hill at the start of the season at 16s, which looks not a bad bet at the moment. Right. I'd be with Mark. I thought he was going to win at Ascot. I think, talk about getting pickpocketed on the line. I just think if they go a fast pace, I think it will suit him more than Paisley Park. I just think he might be able to hold his position a bit better than Paisley Park. Paisley Park was beaten off the back of a breakneck gallop last. He was out of his comfort zone a long way from home. I know something did come to light, but you never know whether something might come to light again. I'd be with Mark. We were talking about cliff horses there in regards to the Ryanair. Ronald Pump is a serious cliff horse. He always comes second or third. I think he's more than likely got every chance of coming second or third again in a Stayers Hurdle. Actually, I see he's 20 to 1. I think that's too big. And of the Gordon Elliott pair, I'd be firmly in Fury Road's camp rather than Sarah de Burley. Fury Road always runs stink around Leopardstown. He did so yet again at Christmas time. I think at Cheltenham he'd be a much better horse. And if I'm so keen on Time Hill, you do have to remember Fury Road did beat him in the Albert Park last year. I know only by a length or so, but probably would be remiss of me not to mention him. But Time Hill's been my main play for the race all year, and that's not going to change now. So my 20 quid would be on him on the nose. And I think Richard Johnson's got another last little grade 1 in him at Cheltenham, hopefully speaking. And he can get this horse home and prove a little bit of compensation for Ascot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting one from what you said in one of our other videos, Andrew. How would you put Benny's chances if she was sent here?
Well, I thought Benny would have won this race last year by around a furlong. I thought she was that much better. I think if she ran in this race, I wouldn't really care. If she's at Cheltenham, that means she's right. They'll either not run her if she's not right. If she's there, she'll be ready to run a big race. And she'd shake up the market an awful lot. She'd be a big danger. As a Time Hill fan and a Time Hill backer, I probably wouldn't want to see her rocking up. I'd be very scared of her at 3 miles.
Yeah. I haven't got it up in front of me, but I'm pretty sure she's about 8 to 1 non-runner no bet, which I thought was fucking really good, to be honest. My bet though is you've just mentioned it, Fury Road. I just think this horse is way overpriced. I think the 20-1 is, and it's because of the run at Leopardstown clearly, but the track certainly isn't his track, and the fact that he's already beat Time Hill here. I just think he's massively overpriced, and that's the sole reason that I'm picking him. I think he's going to have his hands full. It's going to be a hot race clearly, but just based on the prices, you can't really knock him. I don't think at 20s. Not a Side of Burley fan. Benny, we've just spoke about that. Whether she ends up rocking up here, I'd probably be in a camp if she did rock up here. To be honest, I'm more thinking she'll end up going down the chasing route. Obviously, one of the good selections from me and you, Mark, was when we put Flooring Porter up in that Fury Road race. Yeah. I do think he's a danger. I don't think he'll be like I see a lot of people just cramming it, saying, "Well, he won't get that run at Cheltenham. They won't let him get those lengths in front and whatever." But he has some serious kick about him. He runs hard, and he's got another kick to go afterwards. But I just don't know where the improvements come from. You see, obviously he's been beat at really like a lot less graded races, and then just seems to have turned it on recently. So they've certainly found something in him. So I can't be having Roxana as much as she surprised me when she was close in behind Paisley Park and Time Hill last time. Can't really be having her if she rocks up here. And then in behind that, like I say, Fury Road's bigger than all of those at 20-1, and I just think he's overpriced. I would make him a hell of a lot. I'm not really sure how much, but a lot less, maybe a 12-1 shot, something like that at the minute. So yeah, 20 quid. I would be each way on Fury Road. So that's our bets up. That's the Stayers Hurdle previewed, and as I said, we will be back with you at the early part of next week, where we'll preview Friday's races, and we've got a small video coming where we'll have a look through any of the handicaps where we have a fancy. We won't be going through all of them, just if any of us have a fancy in any of them. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, lads.